dreams don't work unless you do.
You are not gonna podcast your way to wealth. What does that mean? That means you guys have no idea what it takes to have a profitable podcast. In this video, I'm gonna be breaking down exactly what to do, what you need to have a profitable podcast, and how you can actually implement this information. So my name is Brendan Boyd, and I'm just someone who learned how to make multiple 6 figures and 7 figures by leveraging podcasting, and I wanna give you the information for free. You might've seen me on multiple stages, Podfest, Podcast Summit, the podcast show, giving away hella information on free masterclasses, free challenges. Well, not free challenges. I'm capping right there. Paid challenges, jumping in, free calls, workshops, collaborating with some of my entrepreneurship friends. And on this video, I just want to give it a game. All right. So there's this thing that I call the Foundational 4. All right. Now, the Foundation 4 is going to help you make a lot of money in podcasting. But before I tell you that, let me just tell you some quick stats like this and like this. So first stat is this: 97% of podcasters fail, meaning they never even do the thing that they say that they want to do. Why would I ever say I'm going to do this and just not do it? That sounds like loser mentality. And I know you're not a loser. So for you to be in the top 3% of podcasting, all you need to do is do the thing that you said that you want to do, which is actually podcast. 200 episodes make you elite. That puts you in the top 3%. And I know you can do that. So that's number one. The second stat is 99% of podcasters are broke or make less than 6 figures. But I got a strategy for that I'm going to give you today for free. So for you to be in the top 3% and to be in the top 1%, you got to have 200 episodes and make 6 figures. 6 figures is only $8,333 a month. And I know you're probably like, well, I don't make that in my regular job. Well, you can make that in media. So if you take media plus your regular job, you're probably really making a lot of money this year or next year or whenever you see this video. So let me give you the 4 strategies that I coined the Foundational 4 because I really want you to level up in this space. And I want to give it to you completely for free. Now, an individual that used one of these strategies, so my guy Mike from Building Billions podcast out in Dallas, he literally used one of these strategies. I did not meet this gentleman until the recent podcast summit. He made over 10K in a month.
I saw my boy B on Amari's episode, and one thing Brandon was talking about was how to make money with your podcast. And so the things he was saying is you got to sell an experience, a real experience. Don't just do the podcast, sell the experience. And he broke it down step by step, literally. Not even 24 hours later, I executed. I changed up all my stuff on my website. I set up all my packages and I started running the play. 30, 45 days later, I made 10K. And that's just the beginning. I'm pretty sure B has lots of other game that he doesn't give out for free. But hey, that was some free game that I made some money with. If you're not tapped in with the podcast to cash, you better tap in right now. And my boy B really deserves to be on the big stage.
Using one of these strategies. So if you just listen to what I'm saying, you just copy exactly what I tell you, you have the same result. So the Foundational 4 breaks down like this. Number 1 is digital products. So what is a digital product? A digital product is anything that's going to be electronic. So let's say like an ebook, a mini course, a course, a masterclass, anything that's basically online and can be transmitted through the internet. All right. Now, this is the thing. You can do the work one time here and create a digital product and sell it forever. And that's exactly what we're going to teach you to do. That's number 1. You want to make sure you have a product that you can make one time and get paid on it for the rest of your life. That's going to create some revenue. So let's say your digital product was $47. You sold 22 of them. That's $1,000, your first $1,000. Number 2, a profitable podcast community. So shout out to my homegirl, Brooklyn. Brooklyn's making over $98,000 in one community and over 6 figures in another community. I think she knows a little something about how to make money, recurring revenue with a community. She also recently won the school games. Shout out to Alex Hormozy and Sam Ovens. Bro, they're really cooking in there, and Brooklyn's cooking too. So with a profitable podcast community, this is recurring revenue. But let me just make sure that you fully understand the mindset shift that you need to make. Most podcasters or creators, you guys are chasing downloads, you're chasing stream numbers, you're chasing having views and even a large audience. But with a profitable podcast community, you don't need none of that. All right. So I'll give you an example. You can have 10,000 views, you can have 100,000 streams, you can even have 1,000 downloads and still have no money. Why would you be chasing that metric when that metric does not equate to dollars? To me, it makes no sense. But it's literally the case with multiple podcasters and multiple creators. And it has you relying on other softwares and other platforms to pay you. Why would I be relying on YouTube to cut me a check? Why would I be relying on Rumble to cut me a check? Or Spotify to cut me a check? Or what's the name of that platform that they be streaming on? Twitch. Listen, they can change the algorithm or how they pay you out all the time. So why would I have my revenue depending upon what they set when they can just change it or cancel my account or pause my account or strike my account? I'm not doing that. And you got to get all these numbers. So let me break it down even simpler. Your profitable podcast community does not need 1,000 views, 10,000 downloads, or 100,000 streams. Nobody knows who you are, and it's really your fault. Why? Because you rely on word of mouth and referrals. What if I showed you that everyone's spending time on Instagram, everyone's spending time on YouTube, everyone's spending time on social media? Content is a currency, but you don't have either enough content or any content at all. So that's why you need to start leveraging podcasting so more people know who you are, what you do, and how you help people. So that's why we're giving away the information for free. Join us as the Podcast to Cast Masterclass, where I'm going to be breaking down exactly how a profitable business owner who's already moving and grooving and making money can add a media component, a podcast, and generate an additional 30 to 50K every single month. So if you want to learn how to do that, if you're that type of business owner, if you're that type of entrepreneur, and you're tired of word of mouth and referrals, come to the free masterclass, all right? Click the link below. Cannot wait to see you in class. What if you had a core audience of 50 people paying you $99 a month? That's $5,000. What could you do right now with $5,000? Don't you know that $60,000 a year, that's what the average American citizen makes from 50 people? But you chasing the downloads and the streams and the views when you want 4, 5, 6 figures of that. No. I'll take the 50 people that rock with me all day. I'll take the 100 people that rock with me all day, because that's a 5K to 10K podcast every single month that equates to 6 figures. I'm gonna take that. But that's number 2, a profitable podcast community. And you can use platforms like School, Circle, Mighty Networks. And if you have to use Patreon, you can use Patreon too. I just don't fancy Patreon because I feel like Patreon is like low level, meaning like when people think about Patreon, they're thinking about $7 a month, $10 a month, $4 a month, $5 a month. And we premium family, so we want to go with a premium, paid community software. You know what I'm saying? Something that people are going to be thinking value. All right, so that's number 2. Number 3, I'm gonna just play this clip real quick. Play the Kanye clip.
And what he said is, you are a celebrity. So basically what's gonna happen is there's product here. And this is where you end up right here. If you can communicate this product, you can make money off the product. Because look at Gaga. She's the creative director of Polaroid. I like some of the Gaga songs. What the fuck does she know about cameras?
So if you watch that clip, you know right now that Kanye not only is a genius, but he was talking about this in 2015, 2013, 2015. All right, let me break it down just in case you missed it. He said Gaga he likes, and she's a creative director of Polaroid. But what the does she know about cameras? You know what he's talking about? Influencer marketing. You know what you are? An influencer. You got a platform. You got podcasting. So let me break it down. You got the platform. That means people can watch it anytime they want. That means viewers are watching you like you're watching me. And viewers, your audience, they're watching you with a problem. That means they came to your podcast episode, they came to your YouTube episode with a problem. Guess what your episode can have? A solution. And these solutions are in forms of products and services. And these products and services will allow you to not have to do no customer service, not have to do no delivery, not have to do any sales, but all you have to do is show the products and services on your episode and let your audience do the rest. So if they buy said product and said product or service has a 10, 15, 20%, 30% affiliate, you get that money in the middle. We call that gold in the gaps over here. So affiliate marketing, a $17 billion industry, will give you free money, and these companies will do all the work. They got the products, they got the services, they're holding the products in warehouse, and viewers are coming to your episodes with a problem. So you're just gonna present them with the solution. That's affiliate marketing. You know what that is? Free money. Take the free money every single time. All right, so that's number 3. Now, number 4, the foundation of 4, is one of my favorites. This is literally how this client right here, my guy, Money Bad Rich, He's made over $50,000 in 4 months, the first time he heard of it. This is how my guy Mike from Building Billions made his first 10K in 30 days leveraging this strategy. And this is how my guy Bishop, who's actually one of my mentees, generated over $30,000 in 2 months. What are we talking about? The VIP package. This is where we turn free guests into paid guests. So let me just break down how it works really, really quick. So guests is gonna come on your podcast, and typically they're gonna be wanting to come on for free. So let them come on for free if that's how you flow. But what do they want? Have you ever had a guest ask you at the end of the podcast for the files? They want the content. So let me get this straight. They want to come on for free, don't pay. They want the folder for free. They don't want to pay. And you were dumb enough to give it to them. No. This stops now. You could tell them it's Brendan Boyd told you to tell them so you can get all your money. So basically what we do is this. You had a great experience. They had a great experience. You're going to be like, hey, listen, Brendan, let's say I was on your show. Hey, Brendan, listen, man, podcast was absolutely crazy. Would love to have you back sometime in the future. Let me ask you this real quick. Would you be interested in our VIP package? They're going to be like, what's that? Just like I'm about to say, what's that? Oh yeah, no worries. So what we do is we give you your raw files, your edited files. We're going to shoot a commercial for your product and service since we're in the studio. We're going to give you 4 to 6 or 8 clips, behind the scene pictures, behind the scene videos, and we got an email list of 10,000, 20,000. We got a text message list of 10,000, 20,000. We're going to email blast that out and text message blast that out. And it's only $500. So just imagine if you do 2 podcasts in a month and 50% of the people take that, that's an extra $1,000 that you were just giving away anyway. Because I know the truth. You were giving the content away for free, or if you wasn't giving away for free, you were just storing the content on an SSD or Google Drive or Dropbox, and you're never going to do anything with it. Why don't we just turn that into profits? So if you run the foundational 4 strategy, is going to easily put you in position to generate 6 figures with your podcast. And you don't even have to use all of them. If you really like the profitable podcast community, if you really like affiliate marketing, if you really want to run it up with VIP packages or digital products, choose one. You don't got to do all 4 at once. Maybe you like 2 of the 4, run these 2. But if you run all 4, it's really going to put you in position to go to the next level. But if you like 1 or 2, just run those 2. So that's what I want to do. I want to make sure that you have this information and that you really taking it to the next level. All right. So if you want some help, if you want some support, if you want me and my team to basically walk you through this, there will be a link below that you can apply, book a call, and we'll see if we're a good fit. You got enough information right now to really go kill it and really go to the next level. But you know, sometimes we need some support. Sometimes we need some guidance, and we're happy to present that with you. So before we get out of here, make sure we like, comment, subscribe, and also share this out with at least one person. You can't be the only person that needs some help in podcasting. So don't be selfish. Share this video. We'll see you on the next one.